Hey everyone, Lorenzo here. So we're going to do a short training on Unilevel so you can understand how Unilevel works, the right way to work with it. We've noticed that some people are having trouble understanding, having trouble figuring out how Unilevel works. And Unilevel it's a system, a methodology that's been used in the direct sales market for a long time, right? But our Unilevel is different because it's a Unilevel that pays a residual, it's recurring. And that's really interesting. But I'm not even going to get into those details. I'm just going to focus on the system part, on how the Unilevel works, right? So I can have this dynamic really clear so I can optimize my earnings. We're seeing some leaders working, and that's bothersome. For the company, it doesn't change anything, right? But it's bothersome because we see that the leaders aren't going to maximize their earnings working the way they're doing now. So we're going to really quickly here show how the Unilevel works. First thing, I sign up, right? I join the project. I do my first bit of work there, my first referral. I registered Joao. Then I registered Maria directly to me. John and Mary are right next to me. Then I registered Pedro. Obviously, I can register as many people as I want directly to myself. There is no limit, okay? The more direct, the more your result, your return will be enhanced. This is how Unilevel works. Oh, Lorenzo, but I have to help my team. Okay, we're even going to give you a solution for that too. But helping your team doesn't mean you have to place people under them. What you need to do is provide support, give training, go there and teach them to do what you did. Bring in 3 people or 5 people, help them duplicate, and also help your second and third generation duplicate because it's all part of your team. And that's how helping works in Unilevel. It's not about just placing more and more people. That doesn't exist. The people you have who are working directly with you, who you've made direct contact with, these people need to be placed directly under your structure, your main account, okay? So let's go. I have my 3 direct recruits. What am I going to do? I'm now going to teach my 3 to do the same thing I did, right? Which is this duplication. So let's go. I'm going to teach Maria to get her first 3 recruits. So Maria signed up Marcelo, signed up Edu, and signed up Jane. Then I go to my next leader, Joao, and he's going to do the same thing. Joao signed up Philip, then Mike, then Douglas. Then I go to Pedro and say, hey Pedro, go and refer 3 people. He referred Marta, referred Carla, and referred Anna. So I taught my direct recruits to each bring in their own first 3 direct recruits. Obviously, as I said, it's not limited to 3, this is just an example. You can have 10, 20, the more, the better. But I believe that a good average number of direct recruits would be 10 people. You get your 10, teach those 10, each one to bring in their own 10, and so on. But look at the power that the Unilevel brings, okay? I'm just going to use 3 here, just 3 as a basic example. So what am I going to do? I'm going to help Joao, I'm going to help Maria and Pedro to help Marcelo, Edu, Jane, Philip, Mike, Douglas, Anna, Carla, and Marta, right? That would be my second level. I also keep helping, I can't stop. So here we go, Marcelo went and brought in his 3, Edu brought in his 3, Jane brought in her 3, Philip did the same, Mike, Douglas, Anna, Carla, and Marta too, right? So here I have my structure set up with my first 3 levels, right? So what happens? Maria, Joao, and Pedro are my first level. That's how Unilevel works, right? But in Brazil, we call it multi-level because there are several levels. Maria, Joao, and Pedro are my first level. So I have 3 people in my organization. Then I helped Maria, Joao, and Pedro to build their first referrals, who will be my second level. With 9 referrals on my second level and 3 on my first, 3 people in my organization on the first level, 9 on the second level, I have a total of 12 people here making up my organization. Then comes my third level, right, which is the beautiful lilac, the vibrant purple color, and that would be another 27 wonderful people. That's on my third level, totaling 39, 9 people at each and every level within my entire organization. Break time equals 0.5s/. But if I continue to duplicate this process correctly, effectively teaching people to work in this particular manner, by the time I reach my 10th level, I will have accumulated 59,000 individuals, bringing the grand total to 88,000 people. This is because, for instance, on my 4th level, there are 81 distinct individuals, and on my 5th level, there are 243 people, and this pattern continues onward. So, if I do the work with just 3, duplicate by 3, and duplicate by 3, on my 10th level, that's 59,000 people, okay? So that's how proper Unilevel duplication works. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that if you want to, say, place a leader under another leader who's standing out, who also needs a bit of support, a bit of help, what should you do? You're going to take that leader you want to help place one of your own accounts, right? As you can see in the example below, me, right? And then from that account, you'll place the leader you were going to put for this supposed leader. Don't place them directly under him, right? For example, they're PPP, placing AAA direct registration of mine, a person, an investor, a leader, a top leader there, directly under account A, which is in Philip's network, and Philip is part of Joao's network. I'm not going to place them directly under A. I'm going to place one of my own accounts directly under A, so it would be a second account of mine. And then with this account of mine, what do? I place this referral there, because then automatically he'll be on my first level, Paolo will be on my first level, and he'll be on the second level of A, which is the person I wanted to help. And look, obviously, Philip and Joao will also be helped, and in my account, I'll also receive from Paolo's work, but then he'll already be on my fifth level, right? Pretty much there on my fifth level. So that would already reduce, it would basically burn through about 4 levels, right? That's why I can never take Paolo, who's my referral, a guy I know, a top leader, and place him directly under one of my leaders down below, because otherwise I'll end up burning through my levels and I'll lose a lot of results coming from Paolo's work. So what do? I put one of my own accounts there, and then I place Paolo connected to that account of mine further down, and that way I automatically help my leaders and I'm also helping myself, okay? What's happening? What shouldn't we do? Is this right here? Look. It's me putting one of my accounts under another and so on, stacking them, and then down below I place Joao with an investment of $30,000. You get it? Because if I do that, man, automatically I'm burning through several levels. Oh, but it's for me to save my spot. There's no such thing as saving a spot in a Unilevel. In a Unilevel system, you don't save spots, brother. Because then, look, where you were supposed to have 4 people directly under you on your first level, you'll end up with just 1 person on your first level. And the rest will be on the second, third, fourth, and fifth levels. And then let's suppose that Joao, who was supposed to be your direct, is the guy who's going to bring in the most volume, but he's down on the 5th level, so you lost 4 levels of Joao. Do you know what 4 levels represent in terms of value inside the Unilevel? It's a lot. So you should never use that kind of setup, you know? Is that going to happen? Yes, some people are going to build that kind of structure. But when someone does that and their sponsor sees it, because they can actually view the structure, seeing you stacking one network under another, you're going to lose your sponsor's support, and honestly, that's more than fair. Your sponsor brought you in with care and attention, introduced you to the plan, they're helping you bring in investors. And then what do? You go there, create a bunch of accounts, and stick the investor way down at the bottom. He's not going to earn anything. And do you really think that guy is going to want to help you? Not a chance. I wouldn't help, not at all, because I'm here to make money. I'm not here to do humanitarian work, right? Humanitarian work, we do that through other means. Not here. Here, it's all about making money for everyone. Not just me at the top or you at the bottom, but everyone making money. So when you do that, you automatically lose your sponsor's support. And there's no point in complaining to the company wanting to switch teams. You won't be able to because you're in the wrong. This is an unethical way of working, right? So this in the company's view is unethical. Is it wrong? No, you can do it. It's there. The system allows it, right? It allows it because there's no way to, create locking mechanisms to block it. That's why it's allowed, because if they could, and the company will be looking for ways to block it, they will block it, So just be very aware of that. It's unethical to do this kind of work, okay? So what happens? And another thing besides being unethical, it's shooting yourself in the foot because you're doing this and duplicating it, and then Joao, who you put there, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to put 5 levels and throw an investment way down there. What are you going to get out of it? Nothing. You're not going to get anything, my friend, because if it goes into your 11th level there, you're not going to get anything. If it goes into your 10th level, you probably won't have the points there to have those levels open, so you won't get anything either, right? So that's what I'm saying. Guys, it's 1 account per person. 1 account per person, that's it. With this account, you can buy as many packages as you want, but don't go making multiple accounts unless you want to make an account to help a leader in the way I explained earlier, right? So that's basically it, okay? So I put Joao there with 30,000. What happened? The points went up for my accounts, right? Which is my supposed organization here to save positions. Something that doesn't exist in Unilevel, it doesn't work. You're going to miss out on making a lot of money working like this. You're going to bring in 10 leaders, put 10 leaders directly under you. or do what I mentioned earlier. You take a leader you want to help, put one of your accounts first, and then the leader as a referral for support, right? So I have my first, my second, my third, my fourth, my fifth level like this. And then I end up burning through my Unilevel levels here to create a fake structure, right? This structure, it's not going to work. It's not going to make you money in Unilevel. What makes you money in Unilevel is working laterally, making direct referrals. And you have to duplicate, because if your team starts working the way you are, my friend, you're not going to make anything in this business. And the company's Unilevel pays really well. The problem is that people are working the wrong way. Basically, that's it. Okay? I'm not even going to go on any longer here, because this video's already gotten long. Something simple to understand. And I believe that you can understand it from now on from this video. Alright? So a big hug to all of you.